So I'm going to go through shoulder strengthening exercises with the therapy or with a rubber tube. What you want to do is tie a knot in the one end and just fix it in a door jamb. So if you're doing overhead exercise, you would just close it in the door that way, and then it'll stick. If you're doing it at waist or shoulder height, you just close it in here. If you're doing it at ground height, close it in down here. I'm going to go through it using this troop stretch here, and it'll be 6 different moves. So we'll start with the high moves. First one will be extension. That's probably the easiest out of all of them. So you want to stand back with your elbow kind of straight, and then just kind of pull back. And when you're doing this, you want to kind of get your whole body moving so that you're loading through your hips a little bit here, and then pulling back. Then load here, pull back. You don't want to make it robotic this way. That would overload your shoulder. So, and with all these, we do about 2 sets of 10. Next one would be pulling it down so that I'm still facing you. I'll use my left arm, but this is called adduction, adduction. You're adding your arm toward your body. So you're going to pull it across and then back out. And then same thing. Get your hips moving in sync with your arm. So it's like you're bringing it across, load this hip, pull it in, load this hip, pull it in. Next two will be right around chest level, and this will be horizontal abduction. So if you're here, you want to start with your arm across your body, load through this opposite hip, and pull it across. Load through this hip, pull it across. So it's like the left hip is going to load up, so you want that toe facing forward, knee facing forward, pull out across, away from your body. And then to do the opposite, if I was doing my right arm, my back would be to you, but just so that you can see the form and everything, now you're loading off the same side hip. So if it's the left hand, the left hip is loading, spring it across. Load here, spring it across. Same thing, 2 sets of 10. Last two, which are the most difficult, we'll do it from the floor, and that would be flexion and abduction. So flexion, I'll show you this with my left arm so you can see from the side here. Here you've got to make sure you load out of this hip. So you're going to bend through the hips, bend the knees a little bit, spring it up. Bend a little bit, spring it up. If you just do it this way, it's going to be too tough on your shoulder, and that can cause some impingement. It can cause bad form. You want to make sure you load, pop up. And all these should be done in a pain-free manner. The last one will be pulling. This is called abduction. This is pulling out and away from your body. So you're going to load opposite side, outside of the hip, pop it up and out. Outside of the hip, boom. Just like that. So all these 2 sets of 10, 1 to 2 times a day in your pain-free motion.